Welcome, guys. It's day 2 of the semifinals of PixelScope presents Velocity Series 2, Rainbow Six Siege events. Today is semifinals 2. The first game was yesterday. It was semifinal day 1, where Team Kira was the victor against Team Super JV. Yeah. So today we have an exciting match coming up. It's Team VES versus Team Heat. Both really good teams. Both have really strong lineups. I'm not sure. I'm not gonna bet on anyone or who's gonna win or who's gonna do anything. But let's see what goes out, right? So let me introduce myself. I'm Nerf, one of your casters, and today I'm joined by Anna. She's one of our co-casters. So hello, how have you been?
All right. So, about today's game, we have the maps Villa and Clubhouse. Villa, which was picked by Wes, and Clubhouse, which was picked by Heat. And the decider goes out to be Chalet. So, what do you think is going to be the heavy map for each team? Like, I mean,
Uh,
it
it's
seems like they're going to be good
yeah.
at the ones they
Honest,
pick.
the
But
thing
still.
is that both these maps are really strat heavy maps. So Clubhouse strat heavy map, Villa also a strat heavy map. So I'm honestly and the seeing as how these two teams have been playing in the previous matches, I'm honestly really just looking forward to seeing really good team play, really good team cohesion. So honestly, I'm just pumped up to see today how it goes out.
That's right. It does feel like these are the maps where you cannot see them going by themselves and just doing what they like. That's not gonna work. So we're definitely gonna see a lot of coordinated push, a lot of strategized moves in these things, which is gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And like always, guys, this time around our sub goal is still 400, and we're almost there. So do help us get there. Click on share your stream with your friends. Hit the like button. Click on subscribe. Just help us reach our goal. And honestly, if you guys also like to play some other games, we do have a very new video up on our channel. It's on Resident Evil Village. So if you guys are interested in, I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have all seen the memes, right? So if you want, do check out the game as well. Yeah. As of now, I'm pretty sure we are about to start up with the lobby. Yep. Yeah, it's gonna take a couple of minutes. So
Almost there, yeah.
Yeah. So Villa, one of those maps that looks so good on camera, right? It's such a beautiful map. It's not a beautiful countryside, but not. But then again, it also brings about a lot of strategies involved in the game.
That's right.
Certain operators really make it difficult for the attackers to push in. For example, Mira, when you honestly have a Mira and proper denial on play, it's really difficult for you to push in Aviator Games Room.
Right. Um, Also, the fact that Team Heat is starting as defenders on this map makes me feel like we're definitely gonna go at least like beyond the like I mean I'm hoping that we go at least beyond the 12 rounds so that we're able to see both the teams play their strats here because Villa is like one of those places where you can like switch up the strats so much and have so many different varieties of outlooks on that. That I mean, I really want a long play on this map, honestly.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And honestly, Villa is also one of those enemy defender favorite maps. But then again, it just goes. It also depends on how the teams are playing. Right, some teams are always much more comfortable attacking. Some teams are much more comfortable defending. So yeah, although the map does play a role in it being attacker favorite or defender favorite, but then again, the teams that are playing it also make up a lot of that. Will
That's
make
right.
up a lot of that as well. So
That's right. We've seen West play really well at Villa the last time they were in match against Radical Terror. So they did do a pretty good job. Like I one moment that stuck out very vividly in my mind is the time when Cole Zera was like working near landing, taking care of Aviator. That was that was life for me.
yep. And yeah, this like maps like Villa and all, there are certain spots that you have to take control of. You can't just let the defenders be squirming around in those corners. Let's say, for example, 90. You need to open up that vault. You need to have some sort of presence over 90 if you're attacking, and if you're defending, you need to hold that side. You can't just let anyone waltz into vault. I mean, earlier the meta was different, but now with the changes that have come into the game, yeah, it's really interesting to see how the attackers and how the defenders are actually approaching the maps and how they are adapting to the recent changes. If you guys didn't know, yesterday's patch did bring about a slight nerf to Jaeger. So yeah, he doesn't really have 31 bullets on his gun anymore. It's reduced down to 25, and the one that's remaining in the cylinder. The recoil, they said that they're gonna be changing the recoil, but I didn't really see that big of a difference when I tried it out last night. So yeah, I think it just goes. I'm not sure they didn't that they did much with the recoil, but yeah, the gun does have 25 bullets, and there were some other quality of life changes that Ubisoft did for patch out, specifically with the match cancellation issues that people have been having. So now you can't really cancel a match once the round has started. You can only do it when you're in the prep phase of the first round. So yeah, that's a really good quality of life change. Back for subs. Right. Okay, so I think we're about to start with the game, but before we do, guys, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell icon, share the stream with your friends, and click the like button if you do like the stream. It helps us, it encourages us, and shows us that you really do like this and that you do want us to be doing stuff like this. So I'm pretty sure we're about to go with the match. I'm just waiting for my mouse to give me the get go, and then we'll start off with the match. And there we go. We are starting off with the match. The first map will be Villa with Team VES on the attack and Team Heat on the defense.
What do you think about the bans here? Like now that Jaeger has been switched around a little, do you still think Jaeger will be banned instead of like? Do you still think Wamai will be banned, or will it be switched up with Jaeger? Like, considering Wamai is one of the consistent bans by Team Heat.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, yes. I think even yesterday we saw a Wamai ban. Yeah, we saw a Wamai ban in Oregon, but I'm not sure though. Catcher is one of the default bans, so yeah, regardless of what map you are playing, Catcher is just gonna get banned right off the bat. So that's one down. But like you said, I think Wamai may or may not be banned because this map, yeah, you really do need to have some sort a set of operators because of the way that this map just plays out. So I'm not sure if it's gonna get banned, but let's see how it plays out.
Alrighty, so we have a Monty ban, which seems I don't know. I'm on the fence about Monty bans on a map like Villa because I don't feel like it has as much soft like soft floor near plants as some other maps do. Like it does still have some soft floors, but not as many. So Monty does not seem like the first choice I would go for, but here it is, and we're gonna see some very different play, I guess, according to that, because now we have a lot of operators which generally would get banned in Villa, which are not banned. So
Yep, Kaid is one very strong ban because yeah, you can argue that you can replace Kaid with a bandit or a mute, but you have to realize that shooting out those bandit batteries or mute jammers are relatively easy when compared to a Kaid charge. The electro claw can be hidden in best positions that are very difficult to clear, even if you have bugged the floor, flashed it, or even are just directly shooting at it. So yeah, Kaid ban is definitely a good ban.
That's right. I mean, however, if I was personally in that spot, I would think of banning someone like Maestro, because Maestro also is super annoying when it comes to like denying the plants. Because Kite has a very easy, like, counter, which is Maverick. Like, if you do have a person who can actually do Maverick really good, you don't really need to worry about Kite. That's what I think. But then that's just me.
Yeah, yeah, that is true. That is true. But I feel like yeah, it's just the way that the teams are comfortable with playing around, right?
That's
And
right.
also Maverick does take a lot of time if you're cutting. So you really do need a good Maverick there in order to be efficient with it, because you only have a limited amount of fuel inside the canisters. But I have to admit though, Aruni has been seeing a lot of play since she has been released out of her quarantine zone, right? And she has been making her way into the meta in such a good way.
That's right. I mean, Aruni rotations are like the best ones there are on the whole game, because like you can be as precise as you want with those, and that's something the defenders would really want, considering the new play of bullet holes coming in these days. Like, you could have a rotation and near it still have enough space to go for a bullet hole if you wanted, and that just makes me feel like Aruni is like a very important operator, considering it can do precise rotations as well as go with its main ability, which is denying the entries, which is a good one as well.
Yep. She's a really versatile operator, and it's really good to see that the people are adapting to it and are making use of gadgets that have been added to the game. And yeah, that versatility does come into play when you're stuck in, like a curious position. You can just break the hatch with a punch, you can just make a rotation hold for yourself and just get away with your life.
That's right. I played Aruni for the first time today, and I loved her gun. She has a really good gun. It's
Yeah,
Roni, I guess.
yeah, it's the beat and run, the kind of Mossy has.
Yeah,
It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's very precise and doesn't really have a lot of recoil or kickback. So yeah, it's very, very good to use.
very beginner
Push.
friendly, if
Yep.
I may say
The
so.
push is gonna come in from the bedroom side, where default push coming in. I'm not sure if anyone has been pushing up towards Astro. Yep, no, Astro seems completely clear. Most of the push is gonna be coming towards bedroom and towards bedroom. Yeah, you do need to clear out bedroom, and you need to take away any of the roamers that have been roaming. But Eagle Eye will be opening things up and taking away Ace. That is one of the most strong attackers that they had. That is their hard breach gone, and keep in mind though, he was the only hard breach. All they have now are soft breaches, and they can do a lot with soft breaches, but that would not amount to them in opening up the wall. So that there's all that they have right now is one doorway that they have to funnel through.
It seems like they are moving their push towards 90 from bedroom because of the loss of the heart breacher, to cover up for the lost angles that they could be holding if they had the breacher still alive. However, Fanatical gets another kill on Ali, and we are now on a 4v3 situation with Fanatical down, as loss of HP has happened here.
A really good rotate coming up the side of Team VES. They realized that they've lost the hard breach and that they can't get that wall open, so they immediately shifted focus and started going on towards 90, started taking out Fear. And honestly, it's been working out for them. 3v2 with 30 seconds left on the clock. They do need to push it. They do need to push it right now. They do need to get in any sort of kills that they can. Right now, 1v2, AMST will picking up all the 3 kills at the end. Yep, it was a 1v2, but right now it's gonna be a 1v0 because AMST has just been clearing things off.
That's
First
right.
round,
So
first one going to the side of Team Heat, really good defense. That first initial pick on the ace just set things in motion for Team Heat. That was one of the most crucial picks that they have. Yep, the Jaeger was traded out soon after, but taking away the hard breacher literally just gave the round to Team Heat.
that's right. Team West did have to go for a rotation, which did take away a lot of the time that they already had in mind was on their hands. Like, you having to like literally switch the whole strat in the middle of the game. That's something which is very cruel when it comes to a time limited gameplay.
Yep. And honestly, that's the problem with having just one hard breacher. If you lose that one sole hard breacher, it's so difficult for you to push and you have to literally switch out strats on the fly.
That's
here's the
right.
thing. I don't know why it was the Ace was picking was taking that pick. It could have been anybody else. It could have been a Nomad. It could have been the Ash. It could have been Fanatical as well. But I'm not sure why he took the pick, and he did pay for it with a round on the side of Team Heat. But then again, it's just the first round. There's still a lot of seeds to be seen today.
That's right. However, I did hope to see at least one more hard breacher on the attacker side now that they had already faced the situation. But it seems like they're gonna be working on protecting their ace instead of bringing in one more hard breacher. Seems like their strat is built more around the utilities of these other operators that they did not like switch it up a little.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is the lineup that they have been practicing with, and this is the lineup that they're comfortable with. One round is not indicative of a lot of things, and maybe they have some sort of plans that they do want to execute with this sort of a lineup. But I must also add that one hard breacher, yeah, with given the fact that there are so many hard breachers in the game right now, should be taking advantage of.
Exactly. All of the hard breaches are literally available. We have 4 at least, and then we have secondary gadget of hard breaching with a lot of operators now. So that could have been a good idea to go with. But let's see. I think Ace is gonna be pretty careful this round and secure this one for Team VES.
Yep, pretty standard setup coming out from the side of Team Heat. They are holding down below, Bell playing out. I'm pretty sure she's just waiting for a call for the C4. She's playing down below, holding up, landing. Pretty standard stuff, not a lot, not nothing in it that we have seen before, but it just goes to show how they are gonna be holding game. Next, opening things up again, taking out Assassin next. That's the Ash gone. Cypher with another C4, taking away Fanatical. C4's on point. I'm pretty sure those bell camps have been feeding them for left and right, getting out those C4. And this is the 90 control I was talking about. Guys, of now they do have 90 control, and they have wall door open. But that doesn't matter if all of your enemies are dead, because AMST and Cypher are on point today. They are just gunning down the attackers of Team VES, not giving them any sort of breathing room.
That's right. It seems like, alright, Cypher does get taken out by a Claymore. This is a lot of secondary gadget kills that we're seeing here today. Like, one match, 3 kills already out of secondary gadgets, out of the 4 that are taken. It seems like Ace is gonna like be very, very cautious this time, leaving Zofia to do the entry into landing. A sneaky angle there by AMST. He's been taking care of all these sounds. Did you notice? Like, he knows when the person has crossed over to the other side. He's very peculiar about making sure he's following the sound cues that are coming up.
Yep, that is just really good Gibson on the side of AMST, and he has been doing his job. He got the C4 kill, he even shot down someone through the hole that was made by the C4. So yeah, he's been doing his job, but full auto on a very bad position right now. He just does not have any room to be moving towards. He's just lost right now. He just doesn't know what to do.
It seems so. He was in a position where he could have been literally pinched by 2 people at once, but then he fell back, which is a good idea. But right now it seems like it's a 1v4 coming in.
Another C4 kill coming out, taking away the life of TT. And that'll be it for Team, because Team Heat is gonna sweep things out and take away whatever was left of the lonesome Zofia.
Zofia, yes.
So many C4 kills. There are 3 kills and 3 out of 3 C4s. I think those, yeah, I'm pretty sure those were the only 3 C4s that were on the side of Team Heat, and they just used all 3 of them.
Yep, all 3 on point. However, kudos to the person who got the Claymore kill on Cypher. I don't remember the operator, but yeah. Should have been Zofia, I guess, considering.
Yeah, it should have been Zofia. She's the only one who has it.
Oh, alright. So Ace does have a new Claymore now, which we've been informed by Virgil the Great. So it was.
No longer has.
Alright, so Ace has lost his smokes, come in with a Claymore, and that's what took the kill. Nice changes, UB.
There's so much changes coming out left and right that you just can't keep up with. Honestly,
right.
If you're not reading the patch notes every time that they come out, you're gonna be missing it for sure. But it looks like Team Heat is not missing any sort of C4s, because they have been on point, and this time around they do have C4s again. That's one. I guess it's 2 C4s. Yep, 2 C4s. Let's see if they can get anything.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
Pretty
I mean,
deep.
it's interesting to see a less gun game and still see a very interesting play coming up. Like
Yep.
that was a really interesting match. Like the whole
Attackers are moving out to locate a
the
bomb
whole
and
C4
defuse it.
kills and claim. I cannot get enough of it already.
Yeah. And this is the beauty of Siege, right? Like you don't really have to take gunfights. You don't have to, oh, let me rephrase it. You don't really have to take unnecessary gunfights because you can just get people through floors. You can just shoot people through floors. You can get nitro kills, grenade kills, anything. So yeah, it brings a lot of versatility to the game if you have some this sort of avenues available to you.
That's right. So it seems like we're gonna go for a bathroom push from the looks of it, but it's too early to decide. That may just be a checkout. Um, Full
Yep.
Auto has already entered into the hallways. He's
Yep.
taking
This,
care of
and
the
this
second floor.
this is what I like to see. You know, the DT being a support player is the one that is droning full auto, and that's how anti-fragging should be done. Him being drone right now, he has all sorts of information that there is no one playing close or there is no one playing close by, and he can just go in straight up. And that's how you can get the free kills. Full auto opening things up into Cypher. That's a Jaeger loss, not a
A bomb
big
has been
loss, but
located.
then again, it's a gun taken off of the map.
That's right. Um, it was really clever of Full Auto to leave the Jaeger device still there even after noticing it, not giving Jaeger the hint that he has already figured out that there's gonna be someone in there.
Yep. And I'm pretty sure that a C4 just popped up because AT is barely on any kind of HP.
Attackers have located a bomb.
Alright, AMSC losing that gunfight there, and there we get a C4 off the map. Naughty Ashit is taking care of Jail.
Yep, and with this, honestly, with the kitchen defense, oh, I should. I'm sorry. I thought it was I thought it was the vertical kill from smoke, but it was not. It was a kill from Naughty Ashut. Yep. So yeah, being a kitchen defense, you do have to take control of bedroom. That is one of the most important spots that you need to clear off before you can even make way inside the kitchen. Because if those floors give up, you can't play inside the kitchen. It becomes really difficult for you with bullets raining down from top, raining down from left and right. You just are not safe inside it, and that is what the attackers are doing.
I see. And it seems like Eagle Eye is holding a very peculiar spot right there, trying to get people from the back without being noticed, like off guard. Naughty Ashit
No.
pushed in pretty soon, I guess. Could have held off a little bit. Maybe get them coming in first, showing their faces off first.
10 seconds left.
But
Attackers
there we
dropped
have
the
it.
diffuser.
It's a
Ali
shotgun kill.
just pushes out, gets a kill and gets a shotgun kill as well. The play by the Rooney was really good. She knew that there were 3 enemies inside, and she was hiding down by the stairs. She made a very good rotate towards the stairs, came up the stairs, took down the guys from landing, and then all you needed to do was kill one person, get the attackers all confused as to where he got killed from, and those crucial seconds at the end of the round is gonna prove that trip until to the side of Team VES. Team Heat playing it off really strong for the first 3 rounds, taking full advantage of the map being the defender sided.
That's right. So Ali is the one who took the last 2 kills last round with Mute, and now he seems like he's going for a 6th pick. And so did Gridlock. Gridlock has switched to an Ash, which makes the lineup pretty much the same. We just have a Thermite instead of Ace, which is essentially doing the same thing. But Mute has been replaced by Malusi, making it more difficult for them to push in if they try to rush, right?
Yeah, Malusi has been one of those operators that were consistently banned as soon as she came out because no one really wanted to play against her. And the fact that when she came out, she had 3 of her banshees, and also that radius on her banshee was massive. You could not get into sight like you used to before with those banshees in
10
place.
seconds left.
But after the changes that have come out, yeah, she's in some sort of a decent position.
5 seconds
But
left
I,
before insertion.
but making those banshees indestructible and only
Attackers
prone
must
to
locate and defuse the
explosives
bomb.
or any kind of gadgets makes it really difficult to clear it out.
That's right. Also, it does play a role in getting rid of secondary gadgets from attacker side, mostly the nades and explosives.
Yeah, exactly, right. And the way the game has changed so much that right now the meta is in a really good position. Earlier it was just just like an ADS clear meta, just a utility game, and just sort of a utility simulator. Right now, the utilities are in a good place. You need a lot of gun skill to be playing at the top level. Yep. So Siege has been doing a really good job in changing out the metas, things up, keeping things fresh, keeping things updated.
That's right.
Like,
That's the
again,
thing about Siege. It requires a lot of adaptability to move forward. Like you cannot just come back to the game after a month and expect to still see the same things
Bomb
happening.
located by attackers.
yeah, meta changes throughout day by day. But then again, most of the push coming out from the bedroom side, nothing happening vertically from the bottom. Honestly, you need some sort of control over kitchen, because there's always someone lingering down with the C4. So you really do need to clear that out as first as well. Fanatical doing the same push that he did the last time from 90, but this time around, now they are just waiting out for him. Will we get a under? Yep. Well, Fanatical starting things up, taking away the Goyo and the C4. His shields are pretty much in place, so yeah, his utility was done, but it's C4 gone.
That's right. We did see one explosion happening, but I'm not sure what it was.
Cypher coming out on the flank, nearly missing the head of the thermite, barely being alive. Full auto. Oh, I'm sorry, it was not the thermite. It was full auto. Yeah, both of them missing shots. That timing just was not right on that one. He is still lingering down by kitchen, hoping to get anyone that's trying to cross out and go up towards Astro Stairs.
That's right. Both of them did choose to fall back immediately after the fight. And now it's gonna be a very hit and miss kind of a thing for them to figure out who's where until of course Cypher gets thrown out
True.
by someone.
But as a defender, your job is done, right? Because you still the fear that there's someone close by lingering, so you have to clear it out. That consumes a lot of time, and with 30 seconds remaining on the clock, you do not have a lot of time. You need to be doing something. The walls will be open. Assassin next taking really aggressive plays, pushing out straight up, but the diffuser has been dropped by Bathroom. As Ash pushing in, losing her life to Ali. Full auto now pushing in from Astro Stairs. Will get spotted out. Cypher, I'm surprised that he doesn't realize that there's a guy pushing up of Astro Stairs. Full auto pushes down, but the band is waiting down for him with a pistol in hand. That'll be it. 4 rounds and no comeback on the side of Team VES.
We are seeing a lot of good gunplay from AMSC and Ali currently from Team Heat, if we talk about.
Yeah, them being both these guys playing mostly support and rank operators, they are doing really good jobs.
That's right. So we're moving to the second floor now. Wait.
Yeah, no, we were in the second floor. I mean,
yeah, we were in the
rotate.
second floor. Yeah.
There was a full rotate of the site.
Yeah.
And library, let's just be real here. Nobody's gonna play library. That site is it's just unplayable. It's too big for the defenders. It's too weird to attack for the attackers. It's just a weird site that no one plays ever. So,
you will remove the site.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that just randomly pops up when you're playing casual and you just start doing random stuff to see if it works. So.
Alright, so we do have the same exact lineup here from the defender's side and the attacker's side. They have gone back to Ace, leaving Thermite by himself. Malusi is still getting all the people positioned at some very sneaky places. Like that's the worst thing about Malusi. If she is if she places the Banshee at a place which cannot be spotted while you're in the radius, it's just very confusing for the person who's in it. Like if you're in the radius and you have nowhere to like fall back to, you're just wondering where the hell the device is and whether I should go for the device or keep myself alert about the people coming in. Like it's the place where I start having like strong panic attacks.
Yeah, like when you're imagining like you're ready up for a rush, you told your teammates to drone you in, and they have done so. But you rush up, go up the stairs, and look at that, there's a Melusi Banshee device just waiting for you, and that is just so annoying.
That's right.
Because now the defenders know that there's someone coming up those stairs. It's just someone just pushing in through that choke point. So it's not the rush. It's not that fun, you know.
You're right. You're right. So right now it feels like Fanatical is trying really hard to push into the kitchen and get rid of the kitchen person. As you said earlier, that getting the kitchen kill is gonna be really important so that they can be safe from the C4s coming in.
Yep. They do have, there's a back and forth trade coming in. This is what I'm talking about. Like Team Heat have been playing so good with each other. AMS is narrowly missing a shot, but making up for it by a headshot. Trades coming out left and right. AMS in the left force for the wear, but Full Auto is also on low HP as well. It's a pretty much equal trade-offs for both the teams. But time is running out on the side of Team West. AMS is still on his rotate, still not giving any sort of breathing to Team West, to the attackers of Team West. It seems like AMS is the one on attack instead of being on defense, because he's just taking gunfights left and right.
That's right. He's like, I just want to take all the kills home, as if there was like a specific prize for the people who had most kills.
Yes, like most kills in games, yeah.
Yeah.
90 control has not been taken up yet, and that smoke is just gonna take away most of the time that Ace had, and that is not good. He will, however, get that wall open, but then there is no one thing inside of wall, so that is not gonna be that fruitful. Although it does manage to cut off a rotate, but then again there is a rotation hole made in the right next to it just for that purpose. So yeah, vault opening up vault not fruitful in this case. AMS still has a C4 to play with.
I'm out.
Ace is still trying to get in from the same place. And I feel like is covered by 2 people already.
Yep, it is. And honestly, with those shields in place, it's gonna be really hard for those attackers to push in. I'm not sure if Ash still has one of her breaching gadgets, because she can take the shield off if she does. And she needs to do it right now because there isn't a lot of time left. 20 seconds on the clock is not a lot, because they have to get in, get the plant down, and wait, and recover up the flanks as well.
That rappel-in from Ace looked a lot like a bait right there for Ace to get a like,
It
angle
was a
on
bait,
Boyo.
yeah. But crossfire is coming in left and right. Defenders would be shutting down the attackers, and Ali just with the final kill on to Full Auto, shutting off whatever was left of those attackers. Team Heat showing up really strong on those first 5 defensive rounds, moving on to the last and final attack defense rounds for Heat round 6.
I'm hoping to see a comeback start like really soon now, because it seems like a very lopsided match right now.
Honestly, yeah, it does. It does kind of seem like it does seem like a lopsided match right now. Team Heat does seem to be just steamrolling over Team West, but it is on defense, and we still have to see how Team Heat does on the attack.
That's right. All right, so I see a very interesting pick coming up here, switching Melusi to Clash. If it really goes in, I really want to see the Clash. I mean,
Yeah.
We've seen Clash do really good in Villa the last time around in the same tournament. But let's see how Heat utilizes it.
Yep.
Almost
pretty
does
much-
this. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, no, you were saying?
I was saying Clash almost does the same thing that Melusi does, but a little bit better. Like, she still is able to give you all the information of where they're coming from and slow them down.
Yeah, and also
But she's
taking
literally taking away HP and literally standing in front of them, giving you cover, like saving your HP, taking away their HP, at the same time slowing them down and giving you exact precise callouts for where they are. So that's just a little bit
true.
too OP.
You're right on that. Yeah, you're right. And honestly, if you have really good teammates that are covering you back, Clash becomes really difficult to deal with. And we've seen how good Team Heat are with those team plays. So yeah, pulling out Clash is a really good pick on their side. Yeah, you do have a drawback of our gun being not that good, but if you're good with recoil control and if you can tap fire really quick, that gun is also really good. So it's an SMG. Yeah, you won't do that big of damage when you're in range, but if you're in mid close to mid range, it's gonna do decent enough damage.
That's right, but also if you actually look at it, Clash does not really need to switch to her gun as long as she's not the only one in that place. Like she can always have people right behind her taking care of all the gunfights that have to come up, and just stand there as their like little tank.
Yep, you're right on that. Ashrid has been down behind the bar. The attackers aren't aware of its points, are often this standoff, but then again, Ash peeking in would realize that he is down and claims the first kill. Ash taking out Jaeger, first frag coming on the side of Team West. But there's a lot of ground to cover. I mean, 53 on the clock. They do have a lot of time, but Fanatical does get down as well. 4-on-4 trades coming in left and right. Right now, they are just pushing in, taking away Bedroom, but Team Kill coming out from the side of Eagle Eye, taking away Assassin next, but Cypher as well. Things not looking really good for Team Heat this time around.
Yeah,
but
they've lost Clash
Team West
already.
still needs to do a lot of work for them to be able to start pushing down into the kitchen. And you know, there's still Pulse and the smoke right below, holding on to the angle, just waiting for you to push in.
That's right. Both of them can have heavy intel on their own with the smoke grenades, like denying your entry, and Pulse going on with his heartbeat sensor, which he's already doing, as we can see. Ali looks like he's gonna be holding that angle and staying safe for the sake of getting a man advantage before he moves into a fight for now.
Yep. Pulse gets drone. They do realize that there are both the defenders are still in place. And they are in sight. So yeah, all that remains now is for them to push in, get the frags if they can, and see if they can do it. Honestly, the Zofia is gonna be their play here. She's gonna be the one trump card because they don't realize where she is. C4 ripping off, caught in a bad time. The Pulse will be missing out crucial shots and be taken out by D3, who's gonna start sticking down the plant as well. All in the hands of a lonesome smoke. He does need to draw. He has no intel that the plant is even going through. He tries to get on the Zofia, will manage to take a lot of shots off, but does not manage to take her out.
Does
One kill
now.
down, 2 guys still left. There's a lot of work remaining on for the side of the smoke. He needs to get on those kills right now. Not a lot of time, 30 seconds on the clock. He still needs to have more than 7 seconds remaining if he wants to take away the plant, but DT holding on to that angle will shut him down, and that's one round going on the side of Team West before we switch sides.
That's right. So Team West has already taken one round while in attack on a defender-sided map. So it might work out for them if they really go in with a good speed now.
Yeah. I mean,
This could be the beginning of a comeback.
It could definitely be, and honestly, that team kill really did spell disaster for the side of TP, because if the Clash was alive till the end, I'm pretty sure that they would not have been able to stick the plant or even go for it, let alone stick it.
That's right.
But so switching sides, we go this time around. Team Heat on attack, Team West on defense. Kitchen dining will be the first side of choice for Team West. Let's see how they have adapted to it and how they want to protect it.
So we again see Heat going in with a single
Attackers need to locate and
hard
defuse
breacher,
bombs.
and we see that we're gonna have a lot of intel operators on Team Heat's side. We have Yana, we have IQ that's gonna take care of most of the gadgets and humans at the same time with the Gemini and IQ's device.
Yep. This time around, they are switching things around, bringing in the Mozzie, trying to get as much of a better roam game as they can. Mozzie honestly is very good for roamers, because if you are roaming in a certain spot, you know that there's going to be drones coming in from like a doorway or a window. Just place your Mozzie trap
5 seconds
right
left.
next to it, and with the help of an anti-mute, it's gonna be really difficult to drone you out, and that's gonna take away a lot of time on the side of the attackers.
That's right. Also, from what I have experienced, I feel like the best use of Mozzie is after the prep phase. Like, get all the drones in the prep phase, like kill them. I mean, break them, shoot them. I don't know. Get rid of them, and then use your Mozzie pests for the ones that come after the prep phase, because then that's the last piece of info that's on the attacker's side. And if you get rid of that, that leaves them in a position which is pretty tight for them to get out of.
Yep, exactly. That is true. And honestly, without intel, it becomes really hard for the attackers to push. And in this sort of, it was a Gemini, but then again, that was enough for the attackers to confuse Gender inside, and that is what got them that first kill.
That's right. So they have opened up the hatch, and the floor.
Yep. As
A
of now,
vertical
top
game.
control has been surrendered. There's a lot of floors that they can reach, and this is gonna make the defender's life a living hell downstairs because they don't have any places to rotate. They don't really have much to do inside. They have to play for the retake and have to play from outside. You can see the number of recharges that these guys are bringing: 3 on Ash, 3 on the IQ, and honestly, adding on top the 3 on Zofia as well, and then three more breaching charges on Ash. Lot of explosive potential on the side of GT. These guys are just not letting any through. GT realizes it's a Gemini and decides not to shoot, but then again takes it out at the end of the day. Well,
Because any intel given up in this game is the same as giving up a life, because intel is the key. We know it by now. So there's a denial coming in from smoke that has kept the attackers at bay right now.
Assassin next is gonna prove very crucial in this couple of seconds because his flank has not been checked out. There is a C4 holding him off for as long as he can, and with 50 seconds left on the clock, they need to push in right now, and that is what exactly they are gonna do. Team Heat looking really strong to take this. The plan is being stuck by Ali. The Ivana full auto trying to do as much as he can to stop it, but then again the plan will be taken through. And like I said, Assassin next time is gonna be very crucial, and he does manage to get one, but does get shot out all on the hands of the Jaeger. It's a 1v3 with a lot of things at stake here.
That's right. They could literally be holding this place from everywhere right now. However, they have chosen the very horizontal game, and that's fine too. I mean, 1v3 in a post-plant situation is not that easy to go
Ali
into.
has been down here, so yeah, it's a 1v2. But with 12 seconds on the clock, I don't see this one going out the side of the team. Best Jaeger getting red ping. They know where he is, swinging left and right. He knows that there's no way that he's gonna be getting this round. There's no way to salvage it. He does get one kill for his troubles, but then again, that will be it. The round going to the side of it. Team Heat's looking really strong. 1-on-6 match point, map point for Team Heat. All they need is one round, and that's gonna move them up one map against Team VES.
That's right. I feel like Jaeger did not really know that it was a 1v2 and not a 1v3.
Yeah, Jaeger does not know it because the points are off and he really can't be checking it. Unless, he checked the points before downing him and he sees that 50 points added. But, at 1v3 situation, I'm pretty sure that he's not paying any sort of attention to what sort of points he has.
That's right. So we're going to Aviator and Games Room. And we still see the same exact lineup from Heat, but a change coming in from VES.
This time around, they are the one who's gonna pull out the Clash. Yeah, Clash in Aviator Games Room is really difficult to clear out because it's not that big of a site and it's really good for Clash to hold on.
That's right. They had Clash in the last game as well when they were holding this site, so they are pretty prepared with this strat. Unless Heat already saw that match, then Heat must have something up their sleeves, right?
Yeah. And honestly, this time around, I'm pretty sure that those breach charges that they have are not gonna be that big of a deal. Just simply because it's a side above and not below, so any sort of breaches that they pull on has to be horizontal and not vertical. You can see that Team VES has opened up all the walls that they can. They just really want to be playing it open, and they just want to rely on the info provided by the Clash and the Echo and start taking gunfights as soon as they can.
I really feel like with the